And for those of you who don't know me, what's up? I'm Natasha. I am a mom of 4, certified hormone coach, and I help women in the area of feminine energy and nervous system reprogramming. So for today's live stream, we are going to be going over hormones, belly fat. I'm going to teach you girls how to retighten your waistline and your pelvic floor area if you've had babies. I'm going to teach you how to build up those glutes so you can get a natural BBL. Okay, and I'm going to teach you girls just how to feel better in your body, in your hormones, in your nervous system. Does that sound good? Let me know in the comments how that sounds. Hey, Christy, what's up? What's up? Hello, hello. I'm so excited for today's topic. Wednesdays are my Wellness Wednesdays where I talk to the girlies about girly stuff. Okay, my husband is in the background. Today is Girl Chat. We talk about hormones, we talk about belly fat, we talk about PCOS and fibroids, we talk about de-stressing your nervous system and your feminine energy, because most women I work with are the hardworking, busy boss babes, mamas, women that are going through stuff. You've been giving all of your time and energy to everybody else, neglecting yourself, and we are reversing that. All right, does that sound good? Yes, yes. So today I'm going to talk to you girls about 3 things that's going to help you achieve the hourglass body. Okay, like practical things you can start doing today. Everything I talk about is backed by science. And I've also been coaching women for a very long time. I've coached myself through the process, which is the most important thing, right? You got to coach yourself through these things. I made a lot of mistakes, especially with my belly area. I had 4 babies in 5 years. That wasn't a mistake. That was a blessing. But I was like most women, where I was doing crunchies and sit-ups and lifting things that I shouldn't have been lifting, and caused a major diastasis recti separation, gave myself a hernia. And so for you ladies, if you're noticing that you're working out, but your belly is still bulging out, you're feeling weak in your core, it feels really loose, loose in the core area, maybe having some back problems, I'm going to help you reverse that. Okay. Does that sound good? Can you girls let me know in the comments? Let me know in the comments what your biggest struggle is right now. This is real talk. What is your biggest struggle with right now when it comes to just feeling confident and delicious in your body again? Can you girls let me know in the comments? Is it your hormones? Is it stubborn belly weight? Is it you're feeling weak, low energy? What is it? Saggy skin? These are the things that I hear from women all the time. And I'm going to give you 3 things to focus on today, but I want to hear where you girls are at. Yes, I have a hernia and back pain. Okay, so that definitely sounds like something that I had. Babe, have you gotten checked out by the doctor yet? If you do have a hernia, side note, you should get checked out by your doctor. We want you to be safe, okay? I ended up needing a hernia repair. It was not fun, which is why I'm here helping you ladies reverse that, okay? A lot of women walk around, they don't realize that they have the abdomen separation. That's why their belly is bulging out. And a lot of women have hormone issues, right? Like over 80% of women have that. Chris says, I think I need a waist trainer. The belly fat or the belly isn't quite flattening, even though I'm losing weight. So we'll talk about that today. We'll talk about what causes the belly to actually stick out. And then we'll talk about how to reverse it. Loose skin after having 2 kids. Okay. Hey, Sammy, what's up? I have diastasis recti in the middle, and I had a hernia repair, but I still don't have a flat belly. Okay, well, you're in the right place. I'm going to teach you how to get a flat belly. I've had women that have had surgeries, and I've had women that haven't had surgeries, and they're very happy with the results. So I'm going to teach you girls how to do that. They told me it wasn't that bad, and I didn't need surgery. You're so fortunate, girl. But I can feel it push out. Okay, so girl, you need to stick. You want to stay on this live stream, okay? I'm going to teach you how to actually retighten your core muscles. It's your transverse abdominal muscles. I'm going to teach you how to prevent it from getting worse, okay? This is what I specialize in. Thank you so much for helping me. I just got my first date arranged. Okay, healthy hot girl. I love it. So for those of you that don't know, this is your first time watching, my husband and I also help women in the area of dating and marriage, okay, and feminine energy. So that's why she's saying she's already got her date lined up. Well, and part of this, the reason why I talk about women's hormones and our nervous system and feeling good in our body again is because that directly affects our dating life and our marriages, right? So most women that come to me, they don't even feel like dating, or they've been trying to date, but they're not attracting the people that they want. And part of it is, I'd say the majority of it is because of how you feel about yourself. We always date who, or I should say this, who we date and who we marry is a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. A lot of it is subconscious. Okay. So that's why I incorporate the hormone stuff, the nervous system re-regulating that feminine energy in my weight loss programs, but also my dating and marriage programs and my business and money programs, because those things are all related to each other. And then, today is Wellness Wednesday. So we're going to talk about the body stuff today. But if you're interested in learning the other topics, Feminine Energy Academy, my girls are in here. And that's where we go into all of those things. You get access to all of it. So you can, get your hourglass body, get your hormones back on track. And, you can experiment with dating and improve your marriage, or work on your business and your money flow and heal those blocks as well, because it's all related. But we'll talk about that today. So, first of all, let's talk about the belly. Then we'll talk about the glutes, because in order for you to have an hourglass shaped body, you need to have a flat belly and you need to have strong glutes. Now, before people get triggered and it's like, well, it's not about that. Yes, I understand that. But the reason why we are attracted to the hourglass shape, it's not about you looking perfect. It's not about you getting surgery. I have a lot of women that come to me that have had surgery, that have had liposuction. And trust me, because you don't get your hormones straight and you don't work on your inner healing, it's not going to make a difference. Okay. So, what I teach my women is, whether you decide to get surgery or not, come and join me and I will teach you how to get healthy. I'll teach you how to balance your hormones, what it takes to actually flatten and re-strengthen and retighten your abdomen muscles after babies and your pelvic floor area. Okay. I care about your health. I'm going to help you reverse your bloating issues. Okay. De-stress your nervous system and your hormones if you got cortisol issues, which is most women. Okay. And then the reason why we want to have nice, strong glutes is that's actually a sign of health. Like, this is science. Okay. I make it fun by talking about hourglass body, but really this is science and this is your health. Okay. So with the glutes too, that actually is what helps you have a nice strong core. It helps boost your fat burning metabolism. So if you want a flatter waistline, like you want to shrink belly fat, you need to work your lower body. So that's what I teach you girls how to do today. Okay. Now, does this sound good? Can we have some likes and loves in here and get this out to more people? Yes, it's a sign of health and fertility. Thank you, Christy. She knows this, okay? And I've been doing this a long time. So I've helped women get pregnant that couldn't get pregnant. I've helped reverse PCOS and fibroid issues. So I do really care about your life at the end of the day. But I also want to make this fun, because most women that I work with are exhausted and they're burnt out and they're stressed and they're overwhelmed. And so I help you eliminate all of that as well. Okay. So let's get into it. So, first of all, let's talk about hormones in the belly, and then we'll talk about the rectus diastasis and how to really snatch your waistline. And then we'll get into the glutes. Okay. So, first of all, with the hormones, most women are super stressed out. Okay. You're overwhelmed, and you could be like loving your life. Some women are going through divorces, and some women are just really hard workers, right? You're just used to overgiving. You're used to taking care of everybody. I have a lot of women that, run businesses, they're doctors, they're other coaches themselves, they're psychologists. Like, we got everything. But you're so used to taking care of everybody. You're stressed out. And then what happens is you're releasing a lot of cortisol. Okay. And cortisol is not a bad thing. Our cortisol fluctuates throughout the day, and that's good. But what happens is when we're chronically releasing all this cortisol all the time, you're actually signaling to your body that you are in survival mode. And you might just be busy working on the computer, right? But your body is the signal that's going to your body is that you're going through starvation. We're tribal beings, and this is how our bodies have evolved over years, right? And so what happens is all this cortisol is getting released. Your body thinks that you're about to go into starvation mode. So what does it do? It stores belly fat, because it's like, we don't want her to die, so we're going to store the belly fat. Okay, so that's what happens. And then it's kind of like this vicious cycle where, okay, all of a sudden your body is storing the belly fat because it doesn't want you to die. And then also your amygdala is triggered. So you get even more thoughts about fear and like your past and things that cause you anxiety coming to the forefront of your mind. It's like this vicious cycle. And it could cause like the analysis paralysis. You're feeling depressed now, you're just feeling overwhelmed, you're not sleeping properly. And it's all because you have all this cortisol being released, right? And then what happens is it triggers imbalances with your other hormones like insulin. Then you start developing insulin resistance, which causes more belly fat issues and can lead to things like PCOS, like fibroids. Insulin causes things to grow in the body, things that we don't want to grow in the body. Okay. So, and the good thing about what I do and what I help my women in the Feminine Energy Academy is we reverse this. But if you just let this go for a long period of time, not only do you get that stubborn belly fat and the body starts to shut down, you start to age faster. It's the number one thing that's going to make you look older faster. So in your skin, in your hair, your nails. Another thing is you might be getting frequent colds. You might be having trouble sleeping. Your libido goes down, which is going to affect your love life. Obviously, it's going to affect your marriage if you have no libido. This is why women have horrible perimenopause issues, because it's all exacerbated from that stress cortisol. Is this making sense for anyone? Can you guys let me know in the comments if this is relating? Am I talking to anybody right now? Let me know in the comments. And this is you feeling that stress, trouble sleeping, you get the junk food cravings, maybe the perimenopause issues, the brain fog, right? Just feeling anxious all the time. Libido has gone down, fatigue, right? Hot flashes if you're perimenopause age, right? All of these things. And then we're taught that you just have to suffer through it. This is just hormones, it's just part of aging. No, that is so old school. We are now in the era where we're actually aging in reverse. Like I teach my girls how to age in reverse, all science based. Okay. So you don't have to buy that nonsense old story anymore that as you get older, your hormones are just all over the place and you just have to suffer. No, we're not doing that. Okay. Is that okay? Yes? Okay. So I'm aging in reverse. Christy's aging in reverse. So anyway, so that's the vicious cycle that happens. So the main hormones that I help my women with is cortisol and insulin, because those are the master hormones. And the goal of what I teach my girls to do is we want to lower the cortisol. We want to re-regulate your cortisol and we want to rebalance your insulin. Okay. And that's going to help with the junk food cravings. It's going to help your body burn off that stored belly fat. Okay. And it's going to help you age in reverse. Like literally, you're going to sleep better. Your libido is going to go up. You're going to have more energy. It's going to be better for your hair, your skin, your nails, all that. And the most important thing is you prevent cancer. Okay, that's what I care about. I really care about preventing cancer. That's the foundation of everything that I do. And I just keep it in a really fun way. For those of you who don't know, I actually lost my previous husband to colon cancer when he was only 37 years old. 37. Okay. So, and of course, none of us were taught these things about insulin ever being connected to colon cancer and breast cancer, because they just don't want you to know those things. Right. So, this is why I teach you girls these things. Right. And so, what I teach you girls is don't ignore what your body's trying to tell you. Okay. So if you have low energy and your hormones all over the place and, the PCOS and the fibroids and maybe pre-diabetic or that stubborn belly fat, you don't need to ignore those things. Those are just warning signs, right? Like you're still healthy, you're still good, it's still early enough in the stage where we can reverse these things. Okay. All right. Are there any natural herbs or adaptogens to help relieve PMS cramps? Yes, girl. Desiree, you are in the right place. That is my obsession, is helping also women with cramping and bloating and all that. So yes, there is. Okay. And I'll tell you them in a second. So that's the hormone stuff. So how I help women with the hormones and the cramping and the bloating and the cortisol and the insulin is I teach women to, one, intermittent fast, two, have adaptogens. Okay. So adaptogens like ashwagandha, maca, rhodiola, Those are really good for helping lower, it's backed by science to help lower the cortisol levels. Okay. Intermittent fasting is really good for helping stabilize your insulin levels, your blood sugar levels. Now, if you have PCOS or high cortisol, we don't want to be adding any more stress to your body. That's important. So you don't want to just be going and fasting based on like what you see on the internet where someone's like, doing the OMAD, just eating once a day. No, we don't want to do that. If you have PCOS or high cortisol levels or adrenal fatigue, we actually want to lower your stress. And so that's what I teach my girls is how to tap more into their feminine energy, start taking care of their body, start de-stressing their nervous system. And naturally what happens is you start to relieve a lot of that stress cortisol. Okay. You start to sleep better. You start to look better. And we're not doing it by dieting. We're not doing it by calorie counting. We're not doing it by exhausting yourself at the gym. No, we don't do those things anymore. Okay. We just honor our body and we start to honor our time, have healthy boundaries so that we're not stressed all the time. Another thing that really helps with the PMS cramping, because I used to have horrible, like crippling PMS and hormone issues to the point where like I couldn't function. I would like literally throw up from the pain and I was so bloated. Okay. That's what I had most of my life until I learned about my hormones. Another thing that helps, babe, is actually just cutting out dairy. So a lot of women are estrogen dominant. You can look that up, and that will also help with the inflammation. It'll help with the bloating. I'm not saying that you need to give up dairy forever, but I do encourage my women to go on a break until we can reset your gut and your hormones, and you will feel so much better. Especially if you have like adult acne as well, you'll feel so much better. Which brings me to my next point in the belly area, which is having more protein and fiber. You want to have more protein and fiber, and that's going to also help with the estrogen dominance. It's going to help with the bloating. It's going to help increase your fat burning metabolism. It's going to help you feel full longer. It's going to help stabilize your blood sugar. Okay. Simple things, really simple things like this, ladies. It makes a dramatic difference in your weight and your hormones and in your belly area. Yes, I'm always bloated and I'm always overwhelmed, trying to lose weight, been trying to lose 15 to 20 pounds forever. Okay, girl, Desiree, you need to try, just so you girls know, and I'm just going to insert this here. I just released a new 90-day Hourglass body program. So I already have a 90-day cortisol detox program. I have a 90-day perimenopause weight loss program. And then I just came out with my newest program. This is probably my favorite program. It's a 90-day Hourglass body program. Everything is done for you. You don't have to think. I'm like, what is the simplest way I can make this work for my ladies? I already know how to get results. I already know what you need. I already know what your hormones need. I already know what your gut, your bloating. I know how to reverse all of those things. I do it like clockwork now with my ladies. I already know how to lose 10, 15 pounds easy. So this 90-day program, how it's different is I literally have 90 days planned out for you. You literally just click on day 1, click on day 2, all the way up to 90. You have a nervous system reprogramming audio to help you activate your feminine energy and do nervous system reprogramming. You can listen to it first thing in the morning, while you're cooking, while you're driving, whatever it is you're doing, getting ready in the morning. And then you have 3 meals already done for you. And these meals, I program them to make sure that you get the right protein that you need. And it's also fat burning and hormone boosting foods. So I think about your estrogen and your progesterone and your insulin and your cortisol. I think about those things. So that's how I built out the meal. You don't even have to think about it. You can, make adjustments as needed. If you don't like zucchini noodles, you don't have to do that, but you're not going to feel deprived at all. And then I also have a 30-minute workout in there for you. And this workout, you can do it at home, and it's videos. Like you actually see me working out. I do it with you. Okay. You can see how I work out. You can do this workout at home, even because I got some ladies that like have 2-year-olds hanging off of them. That was me. Or you can do it at the gym. You can do it with weights if you want, or if you're brand new and you've never worked a day in your life and you're 75 years old and you want to start, working out your body, you can do it. Okay. That's how simple it is. It's amazing. And the reason why I did it this way is because it focuses on the three things I'm teaching girls today. It focuses on the nervous system reprogramming. It focuses on what to eat and like getting more protein and fiber and hormone boosting fat burning foods in there. And it's a quick move your body 30-minute workout. So that's it. 3 micro habits that you do every single day to reprogram yourself in the new version of you. You don't have to think. I've eliminated the decision fatigue. One of the main reasons why women are so overwhelmed, this is for the ladies watching right now. The one big reason why women are so overwhelmed is because we have decision fatigue. So decision fatigue is you are so busy making decisions all day long from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, especially if you have kids or you're working, you're just constantly making decisions, right? So what happens is you get burnt out. You're exhausted. You're like, I cannot make another decision. And then so what happens is you don't want to work out. You don't know what to eat. Then you're exhausted. Then you're releasing more cortisol and then your body is storing more belly fat. Is this anyone? Am I talking to anyone? Anyone struggling with decision fatigue right now? Let me know in the comments if anyone else is struggling with decision fatigue. What diagnos why di blah, blah, sorry. What diagnostic test do you recommend? Um, what alternative doctors? I've been looking into functional medicine doctors or hair analysis tests. Okay, so there's a couple of options, okay? Because I understand if you're really curious, and I'm going to ask you, what are you curious about testing? So this is what I think women should test. And I know everyone has different budgets, right? So before you just jump into hormone replacement therapy or you just go jump in and start taking medications, I really encourage women to get their hormones tested and actually get your nutrients tested, your actual nutrient levels tested. Now, I'm still looking for like a more affordable way. The access that I have, I work with a functional med doctor. It's like $500 to get all your hormones and all your blood work tested. But that doesn't include the nutrients. I just actually recently got my nutrient levels tested. That was about $500 as well. I wish they would make this really affordable for people, but unfortunately don't. And the reason why you want to get your nutrient levels tested first is because the hormone issues are a symptom. The hormones are not a problem. It's a symptom. Your weight is not the problem. It's a symptom. What the actual root of it is nutrients that your body's actually absorbing or not getting, and the stress that you're under. That's the actual root of all of this. So before you jump in and start doing all these programs and investing in a bunch of stuff, I actually really encourage you to start with some basic things because that's why women like win so quickly in my programs is because I already programmed it. I already know what your hormones need. Right, I already know that you need more protein and more fiber and likely magnesium because most people are deficient in magnesium. And that is one of the biggest things that is going to cause hormone issues for you. Another thing is just like not sleeping properly. So if you're not sleeping properly, you could be going and spending a ton of money on doctors and getting blood work done, but if you're not sleeping properly, your hormones won't be balanced. They can't be because you're awake, you're releasing cortisol, which is causing imbalances to your other hormones. If you're stressed out of your mind because of finances or because of a relationship, right? It doesn't matter if you go and get a bunch of stuff done. It's like you got to get to the root of it. And so that is why with all my programs, I incorporate the root, like fixing the root cause of what's causing your hormones to stress out. Does that make sense? Yes, let me know in the comments if this is making sense. Yeah. Most women are just so used to running on autopilot and taking care of everybody and not sleeping properly, overgiving in unhealthy relationships, stressing out their bodies, stressing out their hormones. And then they think that there's something wrong with them, that they're doing something wrong. And it's no, babe. It's just that we need to kind of step back for a moment. We need to de stress your nervous system. We need to teach you how to actually just honor your body, honor your feminine energy, honor your sleep. Give your body more fiber and protein and herbs like adaptogens. Move your body. right? And you will be surprised at how quickly your body will change. Okay. Um, hey, I sent you a message. Please check your inbox. Awesome. Is that in the Feminine Energy Academy or on? Okay, it's probably on this platform. Okay, cool. Yes, we'll check it. All right. So I already talked about the hormones. Let's talk about the next thing. Okay. Let's talk about um I'm like, do I want to talk about muscles or do I want to keep talking about do you girls have any questions about the hormone belly? And then I'll talk about the muscle stuff. Any questions about the hormone belly? Somebody also said, like, I think I need to get a waist trainer for my belly. The waist trainer is more for your muscles, not so much for belly fat. Okay. So, belly fat, so hormone belly fat loss has to do with the foods that you're eating, the stress, making sure you're sleeping properly, and actually moving your body. Those are things that are going to actually increase your metabolic rate. Okay. If your belly is still sticking out, and side note, by the way, for the women that are already in my programs, um, if you're doing programs, so if you're starting to eat different, you're starting to intermittent fast, you're on the feel great system, you're taking adaptogens, a lot of stuff that I teach, right? And you're not noticing the belly fat going down, what likely is happening is this is your body is actually burning off the visceral fat first. So fat around your liver first. And the body is so smart, so smart. The body wants to save your life. So the belly fat will be the last to go. What it wants to do is remove the fat around your liver area first, because that's the fat that if you okay, so kind of breaking this down, when you have high blood sugar for years, like most people do, the liver will start to store it. That's what causes fatty liver. A lot of people have fatty liver and they don't realize it because you don't have symptoms right away. But then eventually, if it goes unchecked, it actually starts killing off your liver. Like your liver function goes down, first of all, and then it actually starts killing off your liver, right? Which is that by that time, it's really, really dangerous, right? But some signs of a fatty liver is high triglycerides. So go get your blood work done, like your basic blood work. I'm not even talking about your nutrients, but just basic blood work from your doctor and see how your triglycerides are. That's a sign that you have fatty liver, which, like I said, is a lot of people. Now, you started my programs and you're starting to, intermittent fast, you're starting to have more adaptogens, you're starting to have more protein, you're doing some workouts, moving your body, maybe just going for a walk. Your body is burning off fat, but it might not be burning it off right here. It likely is burning it off in the liver area first. Okay. I've been doing this for a very long time. So I see the patterns. Even my own mom, she had really fatty liver. It was really dangerous. And then she started my program. My mom doesn't work out. She doesn't believe in working out, which is fine. She drinks alcohol every day. She's cut back on the alcohol, but once she started my program, her triglycerides went back to normal. All her liver enzymes went back to normal. She didn't lose a whole bunch of belly fat, but her liver enzymes went back to normal. And the reason for that is she's burned off all that extra fat her liver was holding on to. Okay, so and so I meant to tell you girls that before, but now, Christy, now you know why. So be patient with the process. Your body is really, really smart. Okay, so if you've had years of fat accumulating around your organs, your body is going to burn that off first. Okay, and then then you'll start to burn off the belly fat. Okay. So now we'll go into the actual muscles, okay? So if your belly is still bulging out, part of the reason is because of the muscles are loose. If you've had babies, your muscles are loose. It's normal. Your abdomen muscles separate. And so what we want to do is we want to bring them back together. Now, most people teach, and I cringe every time I go to the gym and I see women doing crunchies on the machines and they're lifting weights and they're doing side bends. And that's actually going to make your core thicker, not thinner. Because just think about this logically, right? If anytime you lift weights in an area, that muscle is going to get bigger, not smaller, right? Like that's common sense. So just think logically now, if you're doing side bends with weights or you're on the machines and you're lifting weights like this, your muscles get bigger, not smaller. Now, on top of it, if you've had babies like most women have, and you haven't healed diastasis recti, which is most women, it's like 60% of women, you end up causing that gap to go out more. And that's why your belly starts bulging out more. So it's not even that there's fat. Like I was skinny, like I didn't have any belly fat, but my muscles were still bulging out because I didn't know this stuff. And I was doing crunchies and sit ups and everything that you're not supposed to do after you've had babies. And so that's what I gave myself a hernia, right? And I had a 4.5 finger separation doing that as well. So anyway, to reverse that, what I teach my girls is one, stomach vacuuming. Okay, it's an isometric exercise. It actually causes you to pull your muscles in like that, your transverse abdominal muscles, tighten them, re-strengthen them. It helps close the gap as well without any sit-ups or crunches. You can do it lying down. You can do it standing up. I have advanced ways of doing it. And it also helps re-strengthen your pelvic floor after you've had babies, which is also so important, right? And so that's the best way. Even bodybuilders do this. Okay. Bodybuilders that are actually good and know what they're doing, they do stomach vacuums. They also waist train as well. So the waist trainer comes into play when you're lifting things, because when you lift things, what happens is it puts a lot of weight on your core, a lot of pressure on your core. If your core is weak, or you're lifting a lot of weight, it's also going to cause the muscles to separate more and bulge out. This is why men can get rectus diastasis and men can get umbilical hernias as well. So you'll notice, if you know any bodybuilders, they'll wear, men and women, they will wear waist trainers closer to their competition time when they're lifting really heavy weights, because they don't want their core to get, this is why a lot of people that work out, they look really kind of square versus snatched. It's because they're lifting a lot of weight, but their core is really loose. They could have a six pack, because the muscles that I get you to work, it has nothing to do with your six pack. It's your transverse abdominal muscles. It's underneath. It's your natural corset muscles. And a lot of people don't work those muscles. And so that's why you end up with a box shape versus a nice snatched hourglass shape. Is this making sense? Can you girls let me know in the comments if this is making sense, or if you need me to explain this more? Wow, good to know. I thought that was a case, learning so much. See, I love it, Christy. Let me know if this is making sense to you girls, if you have questions about that. So the waist trainer you never wear when you're doing cardio. Okay, you need to be able to breathe. Another thing with a waist trainer, like the one I'm wearing right now, this is my waist trainer. It shouldn't cover your ribs. You need to be able to breathe properly. This one is adjustable waist trainer, and it's flexible. Okay, so it's different than a sweatband. It actually supports your core, but it's flexible. So if you've had a baby and you want to wear it around the house, you can wear it around the house. If you want to wear it while you're lifting weights, you can do that. But that's really the only time you need to wear a waist trainer. Okay. Yes, it makes sense. So when do you do your exercises? Oh, so when you do your exercises, do you wear a waist trainer? I wear a waist trainer when I'm lifting weights. Okay. So whenever I'm lifting weights, I mean, I'm not perfect. I don't always wear it, but for the most part, I will wear it. Okay. So if I'm doing, like I'm doing the stairs, or I'm doing my lateral band walks, what I like with the booty bands, what I teach the girls how to do to work the booty, I wouldn't wear a waist trainer for that. Okay. But when I start lifting heavy weights, then yes, I wear a waist trainer. I still wear a waist trainer, and then I still do my stomach vacuums. Even I notice, even though I've had my surgical repair, if I don't do my stomach vacuums, even I start to feel a little bit more pressure and a little bit more weakness in my core as well. Okay. Can I wear it around the house? Yes, you can totally wear it around the house. Like I'm wearing it right now. Yeah, you can totally wear it around the house for sure. Just don't go for a run in a waist trainer. Oh, hey, Britt. I love it. I love it. Explain more, please. Okay, let me know where you guys are feeling stuck, and then we're going to get to the glutes and the hip area for the complete hourglass look. Let me know. Are you guys good? Are you guys following? Let me know in the comments. All right. Okay, so let's go. It looks like you guys are good. So let's go into now the glute area. I'm like going really into details for you girls today. Okay. So with the glutes and with your body, we want to, so especially if you're over 30, the biggest thing that we have to work on is keeping protein and muscle on your body. That's the most important thing. That's naturally your protein levels go your muscle composition goes down as you get older. Like we know that your bones atrophy, your muscles atrophy unless they're stimulated and unless they have the nutrients that they need to stay rebuilding themselves. If you're stimulating your muscles and your bones and you are giving your body the amount of protein and collagen and nutrients that it needs, it will continue to rebuild itself. That's what I'm talking about, aging in reverse. So if you want to prevent sagging in the arms, in the belly, in the legs, in the booty, everything's starting to go down south. You want to prevent sagging in the skin. You want your hair to stay strong, your nails, all those things to stay strong. The biggest thing is we need to keep protein in your diet every single time you're eating. We want to get at least 30 grams of protein, ideally 1 gram per 1 pound of your body weight, ideal body weight. But at the very least, we want 30 grams because that's going to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Okay. There's science behind this. And then we want to actually stimulate those muscles. So, osteoporosis, side note, is not from lack of dairy, which is what has been marketed to us. It's a bunch of BS. Okay. Osteoporosis is from not stimulating your bones enough. So, we need to make sure that you're lifting stuff and doing things. Okay. And then same with your muscles. So as you are getting older, like you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s plus, you want to be doing some sort of resistance to help with that muscle growth. It's so important. Now, the reason why in the 90-day challenge, I really focus a lot on lower body is because you're going to get your highest return on investment with burning more fat, burning more calories, boosting your metabolism, and you're just going to feel better. You're going to feel stronger because your glutes and your legs are your largest muscles in your body. Okay. Do you recommend a personal trainer? I think so. In my 90-day program, I have all the videos and I break down exactly how to work out. If you feel like you really need a personal trainer, you can. Just make sure they're good because there's a lot of personal trainers that don't know a lot of stuff that I'm teaching you girls right now. Okay. So just do your research. Make sure that they know that how to work a mom's body, someone that's had babies. Do they know what rectus diastasis is? Do they understand pelvic floor re-strengthening? They understand hormones? Do they understand how? Because a lot of times, if you have hormone issues and you're working out where it's putting more stress on the body, you're going to get the opposite effect. Okay, because the body's too stressed out. So just make sure whoever you're working with that they understand those things. That would be my thing. Okay. You don't use it, you lose it. That's exactly how it works. But this is also why we have women now in their 50s that are looking like 30-year-olds because they work out, they understand their hormones, they give their body what they need, right? They understand that they need rest and their feminine energy is expensive. And so they're doing that. And so they actually look better than a lot of 30-year-olds, right? So that's the beautiful thing about it. So in my program, what I do is I teach my girls how to really activate the glute muscles 3, 4 times a week. Okay. And then also making sure you get enough protein in there to help rebuild the muscle. Okay. Do you girls have any other questions around that? There's one more tip around building your hourglass body that I'm going to give you girls. So far we talked about the belly, the hormone belly, how important that is, right? And burning off the cortisol belly fat. We talked about how important it is you want to be working your glutes for your health. This is going to help. You're going to lose more fat by doing glute exercises than just going for a walk. Going for a walk is great. It's super de-stressing. It's relaxing. If you're in that era of your life right now, walking is amazing, especially outside, fresh air. It's so good for you. If you want to change the shape of your body, you want to burn more belly fat, then we kind of want to shock your body in a way, because that's what's going to spike your metabolism and it's going to change the actual shape of your body. Okay. And also by putting more muscle in your body, you're going to fill it out. So as you're losing the fat, which I teach you girls to do, your skin's not going to sag. So for my girlies that are on Ozempic, what happens with Ozempic is the reason why they lose so much weight so fast is you're losing fat and muscle. You're not just losing fat, right? So it's so important that you're doing things to help stimulate that muscle growth again and getting that protein in again. Okay. Super important. And then the third thing that I think is so important, because I've worked with so many women, and often what happens is women will self-sabotage. Okay. It's not just women, men do this too. And that is when you're like, okay, Natasha, I'm going to do this. I'm going to feel good in my body again. No more excuses. January 1st comes and women are just like, okay, I'm going to do things differently. And then maybe they work out for like 3 days. Right. And then all of a sudden they get an injury, they're exhausted, their car breaks down, their kids need something, right? That's what happens. That's called self-sabotage. And this is a very normal process anytime you're growing and changing in any area of your life. So one thing I've included in my 90-day program, my 90-day Hourglass program, is daily nervous system reprogramming. And it's just one audio you listen to every single day. It's a different one every single day. And what that's going to do, it's going to help re-regulate your nervous system to this new normal, this new reality, this new dream body, this new dream girl version of you that you're calling in. And what it's going to do is when we normalize it internally in your nervous system starts to accept it that, oh, this is just her new reality now. This is just how she is. She's a babe. She's confident. She's aging in reverse. She's full of energy. The weight is just falling off of her. So we reprogram your mind every single day, your subconscious mind, so that you don't self-sabotage. Okay. So that's how we do it too. And whether you do my program or you decide to do something different, I really strongly encourage you, if you have a pattern of self-sabotaging, and that looks like procrastination, it looks like distractions, it looks like you're sick all the time, you're exhausted, you're too busy, injuries, stuff like that. If you keep running into those same patterns, you're yo-yoing with your weight, going up and down, up and down, up and down, you're feeling super overwhelmed, analysis paralysis. These are all signs of self-sabotage. So I encourage you, babe, if that is a pattern for you, to break that pattern, to incorporate some sort of nervous system re-regulating into your program. Okay. And that will help you stay consistent. All right. What is something we can take that is natural and gives us some results to Ozempic? The great system. What we want is to stimulate GLP-1, and Unamate is in the Feel Great system, and it's been well researched, and it does the same thing. So yerba mate tea does the same thing, but natural. Then this is well researched. Okay. Now I use the Unicity Unamate, which is a yerba mate, but yerba mate has been well researched to stimulate GLP-1. That would be the natural alternative for that, for sure. How do you burn belly fat? Exactly what I just said. So, if you're new here, so if you want to burn belly fat, intermittent fasting, including more adaptogens, okay? You want to making sure that you're sleeping, you're staying hydrated, you're incorporating more protein in every meal, fiber, and you are doing exercises that are really working your glutes and your lower body, because that's what's going to really burn the belly fat. Okay? I'm going to go to, I'm on it. My husband's on it. I have my parents on it. Everyone is on the Feel Great system. And the reason why, and I have the link, and I'll include the link underneath here as well. I have a promo code for you girls, so you can use my referral link if you want. The reason why we take it is it's so well researched. It's not just some yerba mate that you get from the grocery store. We don't know how, this is potent, purified, actually backed by science to stabilize your blood sugar levels. 88% of adults right now have metabolic issues. 88%. Most people don't realize that. Most people don't realize that they're pre-diabetic. But if you have stubborn belly fat, you're likely pre-diabetic. I know it's crazy, right? But people unfortunately wait until they start having growths or diabetes or even worse things before they realize that this has been an issue for so long, right? So this is why, we're doing things differently. Oh, thank you, Adora team. They just dropped the Feel Great System link in there as well. We're just doing things differently. We're just having fun, aging in reverse, and getting snatched, looking cute, doing it, right? Preventing all of these things from happening. How do you spell that? So the link is right there. You can go check it out. It's a yerba mate. Yeah. Unamate. So unamate is a form of yerba mate. So yerba mate is the herb. Yerba mate is actually an adaptogen. So you girls know my obsession about adaptogens, right? So yerba mate is an adaptogen. The unamate that I drink and then a lot of the girls drink and my husband drinks and I have my family on is the most potent form of the yerba mate. It's purified and it's potent. So you're getting what you're ordering type thing. All right. Do you girls have any other questions? Okay. And also, so you know, with my 90-day Hourglass program, there's two ways you can get it. One, you can get on the website. It comes with a waist trainer and adaptogens, and it's $497. But if you just want to try it for 1 month, it's only $39 in the Feminine Energy Academy. So for all my girlies that are in the Feminine Energy Academy, they're, healing their feminine energy. They are learning how to date, learning how to change up their marriage, healing their money blocks. They get access to the Hourglass Body program as well. I included it in there for you girls. I'll message you in the academy because I'm already on some supplements and I want to make sure they won't interact badly with Feel Great. Yeah, for sure. Message me in there. For sure, for sure. All right. Do you guys have any other questions about this? It's actually easier than you think. When you focus on the right things, it's easier than you think. A lot of times we're just so overwhelmed because we just don't know what to do. And there's so much information out there and I get it. But everything that I do and I teach is backed by science, like actual credible science. Like you can go on PubMed and research everything that I'm saying. And experience just being a mom of four, being a former RN, working in internal medicine, and coaching so many, like literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women and helping them in this area. Yeah. So we incorporate feminine energy into everything that we do because it's just more fun that way, right? Yes. All right. Was that helpful for you girls? Did you learn anything new? Let me know. Yes, yes. Okay, you girls. Well, I'm going to log off now. And for the girls that are in the Feminine Energy Academy, thank you. Thank you. Love you, girls. The link is there. Jump in the academy. You'll get access to the 90-day Hourglass Body program. I have a 90-day cortisol detox program and a 90-day perimenopause weight loss program. So depending on what resonates for you, stick with that. Okay. Message me once you're in there, private message me. You'll get a message from me and then respond to that and we'll get you started. You'll also get access, like I said, to my feminine energy embodiments, nervous system reprogramming audios. You'll get access to my dating and marriage programs, and you get access to healing your money block and your money stresses, because that's a big thing for ladies. So you're calling in more cash, you're calling in more clients, you're making a transition from a job to a business or a new income stream. These are the types of ladies that I work with a lot. A lot of them are very successful. A lot of them are going through divorces, or they just want to spice up their marriage. They want to get back in the dating game like how I was. This is a perfect place for you to not feel judged and just to heal and get your body back on point, your emotions feeling good again, your hormones back on point, you looking good, you feeling good, and it's all backed by science. Okay. Love you girls so, so much. And I will talk to you later.